a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to Los Angeles Chargers. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
It was so interesting in the run-up to the draft to talk with different scouts. I got one to tell me that in his notes he wrote down, Mayfield, brash, happy-go-lucky, plays the same way, barely restrained improv act that frustrates opponents and sometimes his own coaches, but produces plenty of highlights. What do you think of that?
First carry now for Nick Chubb, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ty Long set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Peoples-Jones returning. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 7. A run for Nick Chubb. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Ty Long set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Peoples-Jones returning. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick 6 last time out. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
Mayfield's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And again, it's Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. That catch good for only a couple. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
29-yard line.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns are back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Parkey with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 50-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler, and he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Austin Eckler.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Austin Eckler.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown, L.A.
Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Ty Long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Peoples-Jones returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Chubb. And some strong running. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Here's Hill on the return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert just beat the play clock. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Incomplete. Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Jarvis Landry.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He was taken
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Complete.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 40. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up second.
Out of the gun, they run him with Hunt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb.
Mayfield's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
That's good.
And he is going to have the Browns first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
At the 29-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield finding Beckham. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Beckham Jr. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield with it once more. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now, rather than risk anything, Mayfield here, he's going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Going to the air again with Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 29-yard line.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Cody Parkey.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Eckler, the ball.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Open man, it's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The tackle made at
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
He was
a third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, it's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target. But now it'll be third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Kelly to try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Chargers 28.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Ty Long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. As the offense comes out, we put our Madden spotlight on Baker Mayfield. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is...
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brings up
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
28-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Here's Herbert now on second down. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll find Williams on the slant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Herbert has it knocked free. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Herbert. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Herbert. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, LA.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Ty Long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Peoples-Jones returning. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
44, Mike, 44.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On the carry, it's Joe. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And again, it's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And some space here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
Ty Long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jarvis Landry, helmet back on and ready to go. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, They don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Mayfield with it once more. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
35-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st down. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
Number 24.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they work this out past the 25. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pick. Yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they will take a knee here.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.